YouTube, what's good? Welcome to my channel, Creative Minds. Thank you. Name is Leo. Glad you was able to chime in real quick. Hey, look, I'm gonna do a quick video on personal growth, professional growth, spiritual growth. Look, as I take my journey through this life, I run across many different people. I see many different people, and I pay attention to a lot. One of the key things that I see that happens to a great bit of us is we stop growing. Now, yeah, we'll stop growing in body size and we'll get wider and bigger. But what I'm talking more along the lines of is growth up here and growth inside of here. We become complacent. It's almost like we stop wanting to grow. It's like after high school, you don't want to go to school no more. Look, in life, this lifetime, life is school, period, point blank. You can either choose to let life lead you or you lead life, period. When we start to talk about growth, there's nothing holding us back. Okay. Now I can speak on me all day long. My history in the military was not built off of stagnation. Anybody that's military that might listen to this channel will tell you at a certain point you have to go to the next rank. At a certain point you gotta go to the next rank. You got to go, or you're gonna either have to go or you're gonna have to grow. That's the way the military is. And I spent 27 years in the Army. And I got to my point where I got to be a master sergeant and first sergeant. But I understand the concept quite well. I've worked in many different fields and I've been around a lot of different people. And it's almost as if they get comfortable right where they at. Look, take advantage of all the growth that you have at your disposal. Whether it's health, grow in health. No one says that you can't go to the gym. No one says that you can't learn more about your health and take control of your life. We should strive to grow every day, especially mentally. You know what I'm saying? You should always strive to do something better. And I'm not saying that you got to go out and you got to attain all type of degrees to show that you're growing. If you pick up one book and you read one page a day, that's one page more than you read the next day. You're growing. If you get up and you say, you know what, I'm going to walk around the block, you're growing in health. If you sit back and say, you know what, I'm going to take time and I'm going to spend one day by myself, holistically, you're growing spiritually. Folks, do not become stagnant in this lifetime and you feel there's no more growth. An old dog can be taught many new tricks if he's willing to learn. And many of us get to a point where we don't want to learn, we don't want to grow. I've seen people in jobs that may spend 20 plus years in a job and they're content right where they at. And that's because they became so comfortable. My thing is, if you done seen leadership changes, why aren't you part of the leadership? Why aren't you a part of the change? I've seen people in positions, they've been there forever, but they complain or they still stuck in an old regime. The old regime is gone. A new regime is in. You got to become flexible with the growth of the company you in order to stay with them. It's just like healthcare. There's medication that are out now that wasn't out 2 years ago. It's just like now you got AI. AI is advancing every day. I know people that shoot, they won't have a Cash App or Venmo. They won't have none of those apps because they don't trust them. But that is the way money is starting to move. Folks, do not be those people that are just so stuck and don't want to grow no more. It's like old money don't want to see new money. I know many of you probably heard the stories when Bitcoin first came out. And old money was like, nah, that ain't gonna do nothing, blah, blah, blah. But look at where Bitcoin is at now. Look at all these different cryptocurrencies that's out now. Look at now, you can go get Chat GPT, and Chat GPT is just basically, a one-stop shop on anything you want to learn. I use ChatGPT every day to get information that I need. I use ChatGPT to pick the title for my YouTube channel. AI is now in full effect. The one thing I would tell people about AI is don't let AI take over your life, but use AI to enhance your life. Grow with what's going on in this world. Many people don't want to grow. Do not be those people. Do not be those people who do not want to grow, because you're going to fall so far behind. society's going to look at you like you're non-relevant. You want to be relevant every day. You want to stay up to par. You want to know what your money is doing. You want to know the latest health technologies that are out there. You want to see yourself progress with the company you was with 20 years. If you've been in the company 20 years, sure, you should be upper level management. And anybody's been in the military, you know that for a full fact. You should be upper level management if you've been there at least 20 years. You can't blame nobody but yourself because you are the person that's unwilling to grow. Folks, in this lifetime, you're not coming back. That's just a fun fact. You're not coming back. Grow. Learn something every day. If you never did anything as far as health and fitness, nothing's stopping you from just walking around the block. And then you advance it to where you walk around 2 blocks, 3 blocks. Before you know it, it becomes a habit. Before you know it, you walking 4, 5 miles. You're looking at your growing. Do not become stagnant. Do not have stagnant energy. I'm gonna make a video about energy one of these days and talk about my spiritual journey. But this particular video, I want to talk about growth. We all have the ability to grow. We all have the ability to advance ourselves. This is the greatest computer ever that's sitting right on top of your head. And if you don't feed it the things to grow, guess what? That is stagnant energy. You become non-relevant. You become the people that I call the sideliners. They sit there, they done seen their football team from way back in the 70s and the 80s or whatever, not realizing, say, hell, them boys then came, gone, and now we got a whole brand new team and changed the name 4 or 5 times. Folks, in this lifetime, learn to grow. Grow. Growth is essential for our existence in this society, in this world. Do not be those people who become so complacent they don't want to grow. They're still stuck on the old regime. They become so disgruntled that they don't see nothing else but an old way. Don't be that person. That is stagnant energy that you don't need. It is your personal responsibility to be willing to grow. Come out of your comfort zone and be willing to grow. I didn't say you have to go to school. If you want to go to school, excellent, go to school. That is a good way of growth right there. If you need some sort of accountability to hold you accountable to what you're supposed to do, yes, go to school. Yes, look at paying for school. That's a return on investment. If you decide to get an associate's, bachelor's, master's, or a doctorate, I got it. But I'm telling you, there's no reason why you should not be growing every day. Do not work for a retirement day. Folks, if you sit up there and say, I'm going to retire at this age, what are you going to do after that? Are you going to grow? Or are you just going to wait and die? Or you become so complacent that you may have retired at 60 to 65, that comes 75, there's a whole different set of AIs and there's a whole different set of ways for you to collect a check. People, understand something. You, me, and everybody out here have a responsibility to grow every day. If your grandkids come up to you, hey, can you do X, Y, Z? And they flick that joke out at you like, well, I don't know what this is. But it's been relevant 5 years prior to that grandchild showing it to you. That's no problem. That's a problem that you have because you fail to want to grow because you're still stuck in an old way in an old system. Folks, I just want to just kind of motivate you today. Put in your life growth. Put in your day-to-day activities that you're going to learn something every day that helps you grow mentally, spiritually, and physically. Do not become disgruntled with this system when you control what you do every day. Don't put garbage up here. Put stuff up here that's going to help you grow. Don't put garbage in there. Put stuff in there that's going to help you grow. That's going to help you become more healthy. Hey, look, I just want to tell you, thank you for chiming in today's channel. Thank you for listening to this spiel on growth. And if you got any questions, look, feel free to hit me up in the comments. Please like, click, share, and look, I appreciate it. You have a blessed day. Welcome to the channel, Creative Minds, where we're going to throw ideas out there so we can better ourselves every day. Be blessed.